Winter NAMM 2013. We're at the Source Audio booth with Will, and he's gonna go over the reverb pedal, which has been out for a while, but also a new pedal, the Orbital, right?
Yeah.
And maybe what's coming up here as well, the drive pedal, maybe a little bit, and go and get us up to speed with what's going on with the Hot Hand, which is obviously the hottest product here. So, what's going on with this, Will?
Yeah, so what we have here is we're really getting our line together. The Sound Blox 2 is kind of the result of all of our product tweaking after talking with people who are out there using it. They wanted to see a smaller box, a metal box, and now I have a full row here of different sounds, which is why I'm going to be demoing the reverb a little bit too, because it's about how they work together. And the same thing can be said about the Hot Hand. This is a fully realized, refined version of what the Hot Hand can be. It's not just a controller for our effects now. You can see on the module it has an expression output so that it can be used with any expression-enabled effects pedal.
Very cool, and it's so tiny now.
Oh, it's enormously small. And also, you have this nice receiver, which rather than being the gray dongle, which could be kicked out of the box, it's just a much better form factor. It looks cooler, it doesn't take up any space on a pedal board, and it's just the fully realized version of the Hot Hand's potential.
Cool, all right, well let's hear what these puppies could do.
Sure, yeah, so what I'm going to start with is I'm going to put the reverb in conjunction with the E-dome effect on the Dimension Reverb, so flanger and reverb, and I'm going to use an expression pedal to bypass and give myself kind of a big sonic environment to just play a little bit of soloing licks over.
Cool. Very cool. So that whole droning kind of like synth pad effect, that was all from?
Exactly. That's all. That's the E-dome sound. It's as big as it can get. And I have the expression pedal control set to the time knob. And here's another way that you can use the expression pedal on the reverb with the flanger to add a little bit of tone here. This is an echo setting with the expression pedal set to control the time so that I can change the chords while getting a delay, kind of almost tremolo sound. You'll hear what it sounds like.
Cool. Amazing.
Thank you.
So, as far as that tempo, how can you get it so like live when you're playing with others you can match it with everyone else?
So we have a MIDI input on the back of the reverb, and that is going to require a controller, which we haven't released yet, but the functionality has been implanted in there. So as the line fully develops, you will be able to MIDI clock sync, or if you have an external tap tempo controller, you'll be able to do that.
So for right now, it's just knob controlled.
Right now, it's just knob control, yeah. We have temp tempo features on a lot of our pedals. It's in the BF Pro, for example. So it's something that we've thought of. But again, the line is all coming together, and that's going to be coming out in the early spring.
Very cool. So we've heard the reverb, the Orbital, and what's this guy here?
So this is a prototype that came directly out of our office. This is the working title is the OFD Bass Micro Modeler. So that stands for Overdrive Fuzz Distortion. And essentially, you have 11 different classic distortion sounds. We have our version of a big muff, a fuzz face, a tone bender, and some tube sounds, and just all these tweakable options that you get with the Source Audio interfaces and the Sound Blox 2 housing. Pretty good. It's just a bread and butter fuzz pedal for bassists. Say with a flanger. Here's it by itself.
Gritty.
Gritty, very gritty.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So these pedals are all optimized for the frequencies of the bass range?
Yeah, exactly. You'll see a phrase on a lot of our pedals called low retain, which is the brand that we've given our mixing algorithm and some of our methodology for making sure that bass players can use our pedals and get a crazy sound without having the entire bottom drop out. Because you know, you're not doing your job for yourself or for your band as a bass player if the foundation disappears.
Very cool. Well, thanks a lot, Will.
Yeah, you got it, man.